The world of Magic the Gathering is about to be conquered. By Phyrexia, all will be one. The player base has let their guard down and the sales are showing it. We have a lot to talk about in today's video, but the biggest question we're going to answer is, are players investing in Phyrexia? All will be one. Phyrexia All Will Be One isn't just coming after the multiverse, it's coming after your wallet, and numbers don't lie. Welcome back everyone, MTG Moxman here. Thanks again for being here on the channel with me today, because the sales figures are climbing for Phyrexia All Will Be One. Some products are actually selling out, the singles are going through the roof with sales, and pre-releases are completely selling out in many areas and locations of stores I'm dealing with. This set looks like it's going to be a banger home run, and there's not much anyone can do about it at this point to stop what's going to happen with this product. Now, pre-sale orders have continued to climb for the last couple of sets with the player base of Magic the Gathering, but the fact that Elish Norn is not going to get the ban hammer off the bat sent players into a frenzy picking up this card on the pre-order cycle before the set even releases. And here's what I mean. Because FOMO can kick into high gear, that fear of missing out can really get players going. It can make you just want to get a card, get it out of the way, and then you don't have to worry about owning a copy. So you ask yourself, which copy do I want? I want a flashy one that I can show off to friends, and this is what we're talking about. When we take a look at Elish Norn, the mother of machines, you can see there $350 Canadian. Then you got a $250 Canadian, another $250, and another. So you ask yourself, which one do I want? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what players tell you because it's already sold out. This card has already left the building, and it really doesn't matter what happens now because they're gone. They've already been bought out by other players, and the way this whole thing is going to happen is now players are going to have to wait to see how many come onto the market. When I started confirming and checking with other stores, more sales have happened than the last couple of sets combined for pre-orders. They're that high now. I did a video last week touching on this, and I knew the sales were picking up in the new year, but it's almost as if money was just burning a hole in players' wallets, and they wanted to dive into Phyrexia as fast as possible. And that's unusual given the climate that Wizards of the Coast finds itself in right now. This is a little bit unusual and not really what I thought was going to happen. But the money's been spent. The LGSs already have it in hand, and they said more orders are coming in each and every day. There's many cards here selling at pre-release prices that are going to hold at least after the initial openings are done, because there's just none left in stock on several of the cards that are coming out in this set. And if singles are hot, if enough singles are selling at decent prices, that means some of the sealed products become more valuable because players want to get their hands on it. FOMO extends all the way to sealed stuff. And in this case, Phyrexia All Will Be One, the bundle complete edition, is sold out. At $84.95, this is not available anywhere. It's done, it's gone, and there's none for sale. I checked several other places, and guess what? They jacked up their prices to double the one I just showed you, and they sold out anyway. The oil slick cards are things that players are after right now. They are the hot commodity. Phyrexia All Will Be One is basically a tic-tac-toe game of success. It has an amazing series of artwork cards. I love the look of the oil slick stuff. You've got high-powered cards with a high power level that players are going to desire. An amazing storyline that people will remember. You follow that through with commander cards that everyone is going to play and that will be sought after for years to come. It guarantees a longevity of value because commander is the most played format. Nobody plays standard anymore, but it is going to be driven by commander. Wizards knows that and inserted just the right cards to entice players to buy and to crack stuff. Add that on to the high amount of pre-sales we've seen that allow stores to spend a few extra dollars ahead of time to order extra boxes. This is a recipe for success. It is going to happen. And that also means it will be an investable set. This set will have players, and does already have players, buying cases of it. I got numerous emails. I've talked to the stores. There is far more sales of complete boxes of bundle packs, set boosters, draft boosters, and collector boosters that have not been seen since before Dominaria United, before what happened. I don't think this is price-sensitive players, and it doesn't matter if a player out there likes this set or hates this set and says players shouldn't be buying it. It doesn't matter what I tell you right now. The numbers are facts. The money's been spent. It's going to be a hit, and there's nothing anybody can do to stop it. Wizards is going to have success with this set. They are going to see the sales figures and know that this hit home with players. It hit the right tone and got players excited again. When I see pre-releases selling out from the last couple I've been to, I welcome it for the LGSs. I welcome more revenue coming into my local stores to support them. That is all good business for them. And yeah, I may not be the happiest person with Wizards and some of their choices, but you know what? A great set's a great set. Players are going to buy it and they're going to sit on it. They're spending thousands of dollars on sealed cases to sit in their basements like lawn furniture that comes out years later. After you've bought it, that's what's going to happen. And if enough of these cards skip reprinting for a long enough period of time, then there'll be a lot of after-sale value in those that will also keep the value of the sealed boxes at a higher level. This is going to be an investable set. It is going to have players driven forward to buy it, and it's going to have a great story that players will remember for years to come, just like War of the Spark. Certain storylines hit home. Players remember it. They remember Nicobolas being captured. They remember those epic events in Magic's history. Just like an amazing novel, you want to go back and read it again. So there will be players who will go back and buy Phyrexia. Their Phyrexia All Will Be One is going to go, and that will drive players to look at new Phyrexia. That'll drive players to take a look at Mirrodin Besieged, and original Mirrodin. It brings things around again. Wizards of the Coast, they love to go back and bring sets forward. Original Dominaria, then Dominaria 2018, then Dominaria United. And inside Dominaria United, they gave us Lost Legends. Remember that? Seems like so long ago already, but it's not. Brothers War. That's just a take on Antiquities, an amazing story of the actual brothers' epic battle. Love the idea, love the set, enjoying both of them. But that time frame in which those sets happened, that's when we had the 30th anniversary. And all that amazing stuff they tried to put in, like the serialized artifacts and the Lost Legends cards, that's going to be jumbled and mumbled for a long time, because in that period of time when they did the 30th anniversary collector box, remember this, it drove the investment class of Magic away. Those players closed up shop and left. Those high value people just said, I don't care. I'm not buying this crap. There's too much of it out there. I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole. And do you think they care if Phyrexia All Will Be One is going to be a hit set? No, because they're not even listening. They're not even looking at this stuff anymore. They've moved on to other things. They've gone and bought some, blue chip stock. They're making a good dividend. They're not looking back. So if we have those investment players not buying the product and not sitting on cases of it in their house, that means there's actually less competition to hold boxes, because there's less people buying it. And the few people who do decide to buy this and sit on it probably have a higher chance for return. With less competition, and that less competition also comes from even players who used to buy one case for themselves, not rich people, just people who saved up a few bucks like myself. Box prices have driven those players away. Just the general price increase Wizards has done, inflation that's going on in the world, high food and gas prices, incidentals, life, all that drove those players away. So they're not buying boxes either. So anyone who can buy some, the few people out there who may decide to buy a case or two and sit on them, are probably going to do very well because of all the reasons I just stated. It's just the cycle of things, and the way the world's done it right now, it's left what I consider to be an opportunity in the middle here, where the other two sets I know are probably going to be sitting on shelves a long time, but Phyrexia I think is going to be a different beast, in the sense that it isn't going to be sitting on a store shelf because players are going to crack it open. It'll probably get a reprinting or two because it'll be very popular, but sitting on the sidelines will already be boxes of it. So Wizards won't reprint it as often as we usually would see, or the print runs will be much smaller. And the few players who desire it to buy and sit on will probably see, maybe even that 7-year time span where things double over again. Just because when the market saturation dries up and we go on to the next set, the March of the Machines and onward, this set's going to have that good feel that makes players want to go back and look at it later and buy a box. That's how I see things playing out for a set like this. So, you know, take it for what you will. Ignore everything I've said. Take it to heart and say, that makes a lot of sense, Mox, man. However you see it, that's the way I see it in my opinion. And that's how I look at things like this. But the sales don't lie. I already know the sales are there, which lends me to believe that that's just normal players buying it. That's not investors and flippers. That's players who want the cards. So, guys, thanks for being here. I'm looking forward to seeing your comments in the comment section to see how you feel about Phyrexia All Will Be One. Have you changed your mind? Forget if you're angry at Wizards. Forget how mad you might be. Is it a product you're going to buy some of? Are you buying singles? Are you buying a sealed box? Are you cracking some? Are you going to a pre-release? Are you cracking a box with 4 friends to share the costs? That's what I'm curious about. Thanks again for being here on the channel today and making it to the end. You're special people. You know it's true. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow for another video. To all the amazing Nacho Cheese Universe patrons of the channel, thanks again, guys. Thanks for being here and supporting the content creation of MTG Mox, man. You're the ones who make it happen. You know it's true. Thanks again, guys. Look forward to seeing you soon. It already happened. Isn't that funny? Welcome back to the end of the video, the after credit scene where I spin around, get a little bit dizzy and say, I kind of knew it was going to happen. People's anger levels only stay so long. And people can say they're mad at Wizards all they want, but the sales don't lie. People are buying it. Do you know how many people on the channel emailed me asking me if this was going to be a good set like that? Is it a set we should be looking at? 43. I'm a small channel with 15,000 subs, and 43 people email me with the exact same kind of line of questioning. So how much do the bigger channels get? How many people just said, you know what, this is a good idea anyway. I'm not even going to wait for the box man's answer. I'm just going to go out and buy it. And you guys know who you are out there. 43 people. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Guys, this set's going to be a hit. It definitely is. Pre-release is coming. Actually, I'm going to a pre-release this weekend. Can't help myself. Anyway, thanks for being here. Thanks for making it to the end. And of course, in the comments section, we are gonna put Army of Darkness.